Hello dear student of class 8. Welcome to DEV Moyle Public School online e-learning session of social science. I am your social science teacher Mr. Manish sir, and today we are going to revise the introduction the union government. Dear student, we know India is the vast country, and here in India we have many diversities in languages, religions, customs, tradition, lifestyles, and climatic conditions and geographical features. Dear student, in a federal structure, there are different level of the government. Here you are seeing the different level of the government: executive, legislature of parliament, and the judiciary, union government, national level, state level, and grassroots level. At the national level, we have central government. At the state level, there are state governments. At the lowest level, we have rural as well as urban local self government, also called local government bodies. Dear student, we know in India there are 28 states, and every state has a governor, the head of the state. Every state is governed by a council of ministers headed by chief ministers, and who is also called the head of the department. The topmost level of government in India is the union government or the central government. And union government has three organs: the legislature, executive, and judiciary. The union government has three organs: legislature, executive, and the judiciary. The two legislature, union parliament and state legislature in India, we know. State legislature in the state and union parliament in a central level, a national level. We have two houses, dear student. In this chapter, we will study about the union legislature. We know the union legislature called the parliament, Sansad. Indian parliament consists of two houses named Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is called lower house and Rajya Sabha is called upper house. The union executive comprises of the President of India, Rashtrapati, and the Union Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. The third organ is judiciary. The highest apex court of India is Supreme Court of India, which has maximum 31 judges headed by the Chief Justice of India. Here, the union government. See, the union government made up with the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. It is all about the union government. Dear student, here to ensure that the union and state government have definite jurisdiction of legislative powers without any conflict, overlapping of functioning, the makers of our constitution enumerated and divided all the subject on which law could be made into three lists. These are union list, state list, and concurrent list. All the 97 subjects 97 subjects of the Union list are national importance. Only the Parliament has exclusive power legislate on them. Some of the subjects in the Union list are defense, banking, currency, foreign affairs and communication. These are the subjects in Union list. Then next list is the state list. Dear student, the state list contains 66 subjects like police, local government, public health and sanitation, agriculture, forest. The state legislature has exclusive power to make laws on this subject. But in certain circumstances, the parliament can also make laws on the subject mentioned in the state list. Both state government has power to make a laws. So it is all about state list. Third list is the concurrent list. And this concurrent list has 52 subjects and includes the subjects such as marriage, divorce, transfer of property other than agricultural land, adulteration of foodstuffs, drugs and medicine, labor welfare and many more. Dear students, the parliament as well as the state legislature both may make a laws on the subject enlisted in the concurrent list. But in case of conflict, the central law prevails over the state law. So it is all about the three lists in the constitution. You see the some sectors that currency, railways, post office, defense. This is the subject under in union list. Okay, dear student. So, dear student, I hope you understand today's topic well. So, here assignment question for you on today's topic. You should write these questions in your copy with its answer properly. So, dear student, I hope you understand today's topic. Thank you for making me a part of your day, and thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day ahead.